Hello and welcome to KG Tutorials. In this lesson, we are going to talk about the multiplication and division of signs. We are going to talk about the negative sign, which is represented by a minus sign before a number. For example, if I have 2, which has a minus sign before it, that number will be called negative 2. And a positive sign, which is represented by a plus sign or no sign before a number. For example, if I have plus 3, that number is also 3, and all these numbers are being called positive 3. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit on the subscribe button below and turn on the notifications now. The following information does not deserve to be in your book, but deserve to be in your memory as a math student. The knowledge should be carried to any math topic. That means you don't have to leave this knowledge to any topic that you're going to enter in. You have to move on with this knowledge. Now, let's learn about the multiplication and division of signs. The first one, we have positive multiplied by positive, which is positive, and positive divided by positive, which is positive. Then we head on to negative multiplied by negative, which is positive. Negative divided by negative is positive. What does this mean? It means that every time when we multiply or divide the same signs, the answer will be positive. Now we have positive multiplied by negative, which is negative. And then we have positive divided by negative, which is negative. And then we have negative multiplied by positive, which is negative. And then we have negative divided by positive, which is negative. What does this mean? It means that every time when we multiply or divide different signs, the answer will be negative. It does not matter the order in which we choose to multiply or divide the signs. If they are different, then the answer will be negative. But when they are the same, it means that the answer will be positive. I hope you understand this, because this is a very important thing that you have to learn and master as a math student. Now let's take in the examples. The first example, we have 1 multiplied by 1, which is 1. How did it become 1? The first thing, remember, 1 is also positive 1. It's the same as plus 1. Okay? So we begin by multiplying the signs before we multiply the numbers. So now we have positive multiplied by positive, because those ones are both positive. So now, because we are multiplying the same signs, the answer will be positive. And then the next step, we multiply the numbers. So 1 multiplied by 1 is just 1. That's why the answer is 1. So the answer will be positive 1. Right now, let's divide two positives. So we have positive 1 divided by positive 1. It's 1. So we begin by dividing the signs first. So we have positive divided by positive, which is positive. And then the second step, number by number. Number divided by number. So we have 1 divided by 1, which is 1. So the answer will be positive 1. Then now, let's multiply two negatives. So here we have negative 2 multiplied by negative 1. So we begin by multiplying the signs first. So we have negative multiplied by negative, which is positive. Remember, when we multiply or divide same signs, the answer will be positive. And then now we continue by multiplying what? The numbers. So it's 2 multiplied by 1, which is 2. So the answer will be positive 2. Now let's head on to division and divide two negatives. So now we have negative divided by negative, which is positive. Remember, when we divide or multiply same signs, the answer will be positive. Then now the next step, we divide the numbers. So it will be 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So the whole answer will be positive 2. If you think and feel that I'm moving fast, please pause the video and try to comprehend whatever I talked about before and make notes for yourself. Let's continue. Now we are going to multiply a positive by a negative. Remember, every time when we multiply or divide different signs, it does not matter the order, the answer will be negative. So it will be positive multiplied by negative, which is negative. And then numbers 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. So the whole answer will be negative 3. Now let's divide positive by a negative. So now we begin by dividing the signs. Positive divided by negative. Remember, when the signs are not the same, are different, and we are multiplying or dividing them, the answer will be negative. So now the next step, we divide numbers. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the whole answer will be what? Negative 3. And then now let's multiply a negative by a positive. We begin by multiplying signs. So it will be negative multiplied by positive, which is negative. Why? Because the signs are not the same. The other one is negative and the other one is positive. And then now we head on to multiply what? The numbers. So it's 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So the whole answer will be negative 4. Now let's divide a negative by a positive. So now start by dividing the signs. So it's negative divided by positive, which is negative. Why? Because the signs are not the same. We are dividing different signs. And then now, the next step, we're going to divide the numbers. So it's 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So the whole answer will be negative 4. Thank you for watching. Have a nice and a blessed day, and let us meet in the next lesson. Goodbye.